is a Nissan. This is a Nissan Skyline GTR R34. Now it was the last of the Skyline generation because Nissan had announced a year before this that they were going to change it. They announced that they would go in a futuristic car. They had made a prototype already, and in 2005 they refined it. They came up with this. This was called the GTR, not the Skyline GTR. And it looked like a bit of a space shuttle from the future or something like that. So it was very different. So they didn't call it the Skyline GTR anymore. They just called it the GTR, the R35. And in 2005, the GTR finally saw the light. Did I say oh sorry, 2008. Begin 2008, it finally saw the light. As you can see, it is a lot different from the front, especially than the GTR we saw in 2005, but it still looks absolutely mental. Then there's the practicality. I mean, it is not that big, just the same size as the Skyline. Has a big boot because the engine is in the front. And you even get 4 seats. Then there's the luxury stuff. I mean, see that little screen? It's on the way left of my camera. You see the screen? That's my braking speed and acceleration speed and cornering speed. In G's, it's giving you your sensors, G sensors, everything. It has also got a computer to save music on. In terms of luxury, there's nothing wrong with this car. And then there's the sound of it. Because it's so loud, it's styled, especially at the front, you expect it to shout, but it doesn't. And if you actually look at it, it's not really loud, it's quite elegant in fact. But do we now think that it is just a road car, a restyled Skyline? Well, to find that out, I'm going to put the traction control off. Nice. And I'm going to start again. Now I've got the traction control on, so the launch mode should be activated. So we do back, left foot on the brake, build up the revs. My god! With the launch control on, this thing goes from 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds. 3.5! I mean, it has a twin turbo V6, but at top that produces 500 brake horsepower. Now I say at top because each engine is hand built. So each GTR has a different engine. My engine is limited. that's not really surprising if you are Japanese, because then it always is limited to 112 miles an hour. But the GTR sat-nav system just knows when it gets to a racetrack, and then it's just turned the limiter off, and the cornering is just unbelievable. Then the noise also changes a little bit when you really put your foot down. I mean, not like Ferrari that it's shouty or anything, but so the acceleration and the cornering are brilliant, and so is the top speed. Because when you are on a track, if you have a Japanese GTR or just not a Japanese one, the top speed is 193 miles an hour, and then you just you have got your kids in the back, and you don't pay more than 110,000 euros in Holland or 53,000 pounds in Britain. That's it. How? I mean, it is absolutely astonishing. And each panel on it, even the door mirrors, even everything, is there for aerodynamics and for downforce. This car weighs 1.7 tons, which isn't light for a supercar, but my God, it goes. And a couple of weeks ago I previewed it already against some Mitsubishi Evos with almost 900 brake horsepower. Now, I won't explain, you have to believe me on my word. The level of the opposite was the highest as possible. So that was just tame racing drivers in super pumped up Japanese tuner cars, and I was in a four-seater saloon car, not pumped up at all. So that's so much tame racing drivers in that against a Dutchie in a Nissan GTR, and I just beaten them. I said it was a tame racing driver, but it was just me. You didn't know that, did you? If you've seen it, obviously. I don't get how they can sell this for 110,000 euros. I mean, it's just way too good to be sold for 110,000 euros. I mean, all the rivals from the same type. If you are going to buy them, they will charge you 2-3 times as much. One of the most epic cars in 2008 is. It's spacious, it's a good GT car, and you can use it every day, and it goes like hell. The only really rival that does the same, maybe, is quite big. It's this Ferrari 612 Scaglietti, but they charge you 3 times the price of a GTR, and I just absolutely adore this car. It is magnificent.